Previously on Mermaid Monster, we completed the trek to Boston, packed our bags. We're pretty good at that now. Did a 50-hour non-stop road trip, took care of life stuff. Now we're here heading glamping really quick. Then it's time to get back to the boat. Braden's about to do the longest solo road trip of his life, and it's disturbing what he finds.
A lot of people sleeping in their cars back here.
I'm Brooke, and this is Braden. We have 2 kids and 2 dogs, Rooney, Penn, Fraser, and Captain. At 75 tons and 55 feet long, our home is different. With time being non-renewable and our home being, well, movable, around the world we go as we roam to know. Welcome aboard, Mermaid Monster. So here we are for a quick trip in Malibu with some of our best friends and family. 3 generations here. My parents, my friends' parents, who are longtime friends, and then my friends and our kids. My sister also came up to join, really completing this trip. These are the moments that simplify life and really put everything into perspective.
Hey, Brooke,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
your kids are playing with all these kids, but do you know these kids?
No. Okay.
You don't even know where they're from.
There's no social boundaries when you're a kid.
We don't even know who their parents are.
We should probably maybe go to the beach with the park. Okay, let's go. Don't you think? Yes.
Hey, do you know these kids?
I know every single one of them.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Summer did. Summer didn't know any of them.
Because she doesn't know who her children play with. I know every one of them.
Who are all these kids?
I don't know.
You don't know them?
So he's staying.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
Well,
Being surrounded for the week by people I love, I had some thoughts I thought I'd share. This year, I feel like a lot of people are just lost. Of course, there's exceptions, and this is just my observation, but they're lost, wandering, drowning in mundane routine, unpurposeful justification to get through another day. Individual purpose is gone. Forgetting that your first breath was filled with invincible purpose, and it's a miracle you're here, and anything is attainable. And the glorious part about this self-destructive ideology is that it does not have to be a reality, and for many, it's not. If it were, I would not be living on a boat designed to float atop the ocean. You would not be hearing this, seeing this from your device, and we sure as heck wouldn't have sent people to space. Life itself was designed and crafted with purpose, all of us blessed with different talents and abilities to put that purpose behind. Yes, we are different, but in this, we're the same. You, me, the world, humanity depends on purposeful actions. Life cannot be sustained by a bunch of lost souls. Remember, you were created with purpose. Go live like it. We took a break. We took like a couple week break from filming, and we have just been living, catching up on life here in California. So we've been here a month. Braden is about to, making scheduling and plans is so tough on the water, especially when you're juggling like work on the West Coast and your house is on the East Coast and other life stuff in between. He's made the decision that he's not going to be able to make Halloween with us, which sucks. And he's going to drive back early and meet our buddy Dan. Everyone remembers Dan. And those 2 are going to start making the trek to Florida because we have a haul-out date. And so Braden's going to have like 10 days to get all the way south, assuming weather is good. It's going to be crazy. And I am going to fly with the kids and meet him wherever he is. Pretty much, I'm going to like book a ticket and come meet him after Halloween.
do the blankets?
Is that the last of it?
Oh, yeah, do you want this shirt?
No.
It's a lemonade shirt. All right, well, I'm off.
Where are you going?
We're gonna go to Boston this morning.
Who's were? You and
Me
your
and
imaginary
two dogs.
friend?
Me and two dogs.
Me and the kids have decided to leave you.
Yeah. Sorry.
You don't know what to say.
Okay, what do I say? Hey, I just want to point out, you might be wondering, you're going on a long car ride. Why are you wearing a button-down shirt? Well, since I'm driving on an expired driver's license, I figure I can talk my way out of something a lot better if I'm not dressed like a homeless person.
It sounds like you're planning on getting pulled over.
Well, when you drive through the country, and you have Florida plates, and you have two dogs in the car and everything, well, a lot of stuff in the car, it looks suspicious, I think. So
in a maroon minivan?
And then when you kind of give the explanation that, oh, I'm just traveling to my yacht and I'm gonna take it down to Florida, they might not buy that. So I'm thinking, might want to look nice so that I can maybe.
You look so nice.
Maybe look the part. So.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. See you guys. I love you. Brittany, hugs. Love you.
Bye. Love you.
Bye. We'll see ya.
Good riddance to Karen.
So I didn't get very far. My first stop is to pick up dog number 2, Frazier. He's been staying at my parents' house. They have the same breed dog and he gets along really, really well with her. So it's kind of like a little vacation for him. And then plus that trailer is way too small to have Captain in, let alone 2 dogs and 2 kids. Now we got all the dogs in the car. Frazier, hey, you see him? He's down there. So with Brooke, I didn't stop to go to the sleep, and it took us 50 hours. So we just stopped for like food and gas station and stuff like that. So let's see how long it takes. I'm gonna start a timer on my phone now, and then we'll be good. There are 100 gas pumps here. 100 gas pumps. We're just outside of Vegas. Wow. They got a Red Boat lounge. They got a Monster lounge. They got the. You recognize that car? It's a submarine car. It's the James Bond car. James Bond, the spy who loved me. Alright, so we made it to Arizona. So we went from California, Nevada, Arizona. Arizona's just a little piece of Arizona on the little sliver right there. And then we're gonna go into Utah, from Utah to Colorado, and then forever. I'm feeling really good. I have no idea where I'm gonna sleep tonight because they have to go through Colorado, and it's kind of this windy mountain pass. And before you get to Colorado, that section of Utah has absolutely nothing, not even gas stations. And that's not where I want to sleep, with no cell service and no gas stations, like forever. But if I get to Colorado, like Denver's like the closest place that I'd want to sleep. But Denver, it's gonna be like 3 o'clock in the morning by the time I get there. It's probably the most tedious part of the entire drive, is going through those Colorado mountains. I gotta do that when it's like just in the middle of the night. Last time when I was down there, I saw an ambulance going because it was just pitch black and I couldn't see anything. And I just saw an ambulance coming, and then I saw a cop just pull off the side of the road. and about 100 yards off the road was a car that was flipped. And I just remember thinking, this was like 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. I just remember thinking like, that could have happened to anyone. Definitely don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna have to play it by ear. We're gonna go through this mountain pass right here. It's a cool little mountain pass that they blew up by dynamite. But they blew up this entire mountain pass right here on the 15. It's the stretch between Mesquite and St. George. And they blew it all up with dynamite. That would have been amazing, so that they didn't have to go over the mountain. After that's In-N-Out. So In-N-Out for dinner, that'll be good. It's like bumper to bumper traffic, and there's no cell phone reception here. But anyways, but you can't even see what's going on. Like, I have no idea what is happening up there to make it so crazy. So at least if you have some cell reception, you can look at it and you can be like, oh, like there's a 3-car pileup. Like, that's why it should be over in like an hour. We're gonna put it in park. Since we haven't moved for the last 15 minutes, this kind of stuff is horrible. Like, this could be a while. I wonder what is going on. We're moving. It's just not very fast. But at least we're moving. It was only about a 30 minute slowdown. Well, it's still going really slow, but it was about 30 minutes parked. I wonder why. I guess we'll find out. Taking the dog for a walk. He's taking me for a walk. It's the end of the first night. I'm nowhere near Denver, and I really need to get to Denver before I can go to bed. This is how it works, I guess. It's chilly. It's cold here. A little bit higher elevation, but it's pretty cold. I'm next to Grand Junction, southern Utah, and should be in Colorado soon, I hope. It looks like it's gonna put me into Denver about 3 to 4 in the morning, depending on if I stop somewhere. All right, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I pulled over on the side of the road here, just going through the Colorado mountains, Colorado Rockies, I guess, right? There's snow everywhere. I wasn't expecting that. And my aunt told me that if I can make it to her house by 7 o'clock tomorrow, that she'll have breakfast ready. So that's the plan. That gives me like a couple hours to sleep, and then I'll go to her house. I think I can do it. So there is a lot of people sleeping in their cars back here. They're all on, and one guy didn't even have a window in his car. It just had a duct tape window. It's gotta be freezing. I think it's about like 30 degrees out here right now. And then there's across the street too, there's a whole lot of just like RVs parked on the side of the road. It's kind of like a whole new world. I guess, yeah, it's I'd love to talk to some people wondering what's going on. So I'm gonna go to sleep in the Travel America. Probably have to start the car a little bit in the middle of the night. Everyone else has their cars on. There's a lot of idling cars around here. There's a lot of people here. I'm actually really surprised. This is like a Travel America in the middle of Denver. All right, another day. I didn't make it very far. I just got to Denver. My aunt lives in Denver, and she invited me over for breakfast. It's pretty here. Get to see the big mountains out here. You probably can't see them, but there's big white top mountains. Good. So ready for a whole nother day. Got 28 hours to go. We're now in Colorado. Notice the dinosaurs? You can tell we're in Colorado because they have dinosaurs. I like the dinosaurs. I'm looking at weather right now because right when I get back, I gotta get down. I have 10 days, basically, maybe a little less, to get down to Palm Beach. And it's like a 6-day run, and that's assuming that I can get the weather. So I'm looking at windy here. And then the other thing that I look at all the time is barnacle. I look at this thing like every single day. And what it does is just make sure that everything is all up to snuff on the boat. So I know like the house battery bank, you can see the voltage on that. I can see how many times the bilge goes. I can make sure that the boat hasn't moved. That's really important. Make sure the boat hasn't moved. And we're really happy with that barnacle system. I guess we're good to go.
Hey, Tango De La Muerte. Now to the crowd.
All right, so we're in Nebraska, and the gas station that we just went into, the sign on the door has a Glock on it, a handgun, and it says, "We don't call 911." And there's a big sign on the door that says, no mask not required. No one in there has any sort of mask on. And the lady behind the cash register has a handgun strapped to her hip. And and there's an entire guns and ammo section in the back of this gas station. That is the first time I've ever seen that. Welcome to Nebraska. So this drive, it is a long drive, and every time I do it, I always think, what would you do differently on it? And I think that the key to any long drive or any good trip, especially when we're bringing the boat from Boston to Florida, the trick to make everything better is that first day. The first day that you really have all the energy and everything's going good, to really try to make as much time as possible and try to be as efficient as possible with your time. That's what I would do next time. So hopefully there isn't a next time, but there probably will be. Okay, so I have no idea what state I slept in last night. The sun's coming up. I slept for 2 hours, hit the snooze alarm, ended up being about 3 hours. I kind of got chased off by the gas station attendant. Most of these like travel gas stations will not bother you if you sleep in their parking lot. This lady kept on like kind of checking on me. So I felt like maybe I should skedaddle. Me and the dogs, we're continuing on. It's Halloween. I can't wait to get there. My little nav says that I'm gonna get there around 8 o'clock tonight. It's really pretty right now. I think I'm in, oh gosh. I don't know. I have no idea what state I'm in. It's worrisome. But I am on the 80. I think I'm in Ohio. I'll be to Cleveland soon. I've been driving for 53 hours. I mean, not driving that whole time, but that's when I left. I left the house, I left the trailer 53 hours ago, and I'm really tired. So I kind of wonder in a way, what would be easier? Is it easier to drive across the country like this, or would it be easier to do like a 3-day single-handed boat trip? The benefit is I can just pull over and sleep, but then again, the boat doesn't go very fast and it has a really good autopilot. I don't know how that would all work, but I know that those guys that do it long term have a little bit of a sleeping schedule. And whenever you leave the boat for a period of time, there's always seems to be something that there's a chance that something might need to be addressed. Wish me luck. Almost there. I got 6 hours to go. Getting to be another sunset right now. Oh, it just seems to be going on and on and on.
Meanwhile, back on the
You guys
West
trick or
Coast.
treat tonight?
Yeah.
So we trick or treat. The kids are hopped up on candy. Dad's driving. He's currently at a truck stop asleep.
That's crazy. He's asleep, we'll wake. He's asleep, we'll wake.
What is that, Pen?
He's asleep, we'll wake. He's asleep, so he's here, and we're here, he's here, and he's over here, and he's asleep, and we're here, and we'll wake.
What? How does that even work?
Time difference, boo.
So Braden made it back alive. He's safe, he's sound. He did that 48-hour drive west or cushions and it gets surfed. And everything is good, right? We went trick-or-treating. The kids have tons of candy. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, so I gotta figure that out.
Captain, come here. Hey, come here. Alright, let's go. Look at all this snow. So I made it, but the problem is there's snow all over the place. I'm kind of worried. Instead there's snow all over the boat.
As always, thank you for watching. If you like what you've seen, give us a like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. We'll see you all next week.